Well, I've warned about this many times, and it's about that dreaded solar. Well, does it help or does it hurt when you're trying to sell your house? Well, stick around for a second and let's go ahead and talk about it. And let's get into a discussion about solar so that you're well educated. So if you're buying a house, do you really want to put it on there? If you're buying a house with solar, what are your obligations? And if you have a house with solar that you're trying to sell, what's going to happen to you? Hi, my name is Eric Hudson, and if you haven't met me, I'm a real estate agent here in the Las Vegas area. And every single week, great folks like you reach out by phone, text, or email with their real estate needs. If you need any help with anything, just give us a call, text, or email us, and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can and help you with the issues that you have. And every single week, we have more videos just like this, giving you all the great value of everything you need to know about moving to Las Vegas, living in Las Vegas, or buying or selling a house in Las Vegas. I'm sure if you've been in Las Vegas, you've been driving around, you see solar on so many more rooftops now. Well, I've made this video a few times. I've made shorts about it, reels about it. I'm on Instagram and TikTok about it. Heck, I even know when somebody's a salesperson in disguise. Because I made a TikTok about solar one time, and the person goes there, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So I'm going to get into what's going on as I see in the market right now. So I have a house up for sale that has solar on it. Well, it's owned solar. In reality, they're paying it off with payments. Okay, that's all good and fine. Guess what? I now have the house well below market value, and I'm still not getting any interest. As a matter of fact, what sparked this video today is because I was on the phone with another agent, and we're trying to figure out why no one is coming to see our homes, and the prices are actually being dropped to try to match the market or get ahead of the market, and nothing is happening. And then she mentioned, I'm wondering if it's because of the solar. The solar, yeah. Nobody's seeing the house. Maybe it's because of the solar, because it's an obligation that you've got to take. When you have so many houses out there, you don't have to worry about an obligation. You have so many houses where you can possibly go in and negotiate. Now, I've talked about all of the solar deals I've done over the last year and the issues I've had with them. Let's get into it a little bit. Let's be honest. Some of the best salespeople I've ever seen work for solar now. They can sell ice to an Eskimo. They got some good numbers to tell you, because you're going to raise the price of your house by 15%. That's one they seem to use. Well, from what I've noticed, houses with solar, not only do they not sell for 15% more, when they sell, and this is prior to the issues we're having now, sold for less. So imagine what they're doing now, where people are going, wait a minute, I got to take over somebody else's payment. Oh, wait a minute, I've got to qualify and I need a 700 credit score just to qualify for the solar. Oh, it affects my mortgage that I can get, even though they're saying that I will have to pay no electricity because it's an obligation, a liability. The things that the solar people don't tell you about. That's what I knew, and that person was a salesperson, when they got triggered by that TikTok video. I remember one time I was in Costco. It was winter time, so I was wearing a leather jacket, wearing a shirt similar to this. You can see I always wear these Air Force shirts. It's my wife's idea. I am near the back where the refrigerated stuff is, and that's where the solar guy was at the time. And he goes, hey, you want to get solar? And he starts just yapping his little trap. And then I go like, well, solar doesn't increase the value of your house. It can actually detract from it and make it a little bit harder to sell, which at that time it actually did. I mean, prior to, COVID and the housing market going nuts. Then he goes, who told you that? Some realtor. Just like that. I'm serious. Some realtor. Take my jacket, I pull back like this, because it says, it has under here my company. And he goes, thank you for your service, sir. Because he knew I had him dead to rights. Right now, solar is a big detractor. And yet, people are buying houses and putting solar on them. So I'm giving you a warning up front. Right now, with the cost of these systems and your payments and everything else, even if you end up not paying an electric bill, you're paying somebody. Did you think of that? Have you figured out what you're paying them and if you're saving any money? This particular client, I can remember him crying over the fact that he didn't pay a single electric bill even in the middle of the summer. I'm like, oh man, that's so great. Then you start running the numbers in your head. So let me see, you're paying, X amount for your solar. You got to pay the $15. You still have to pay NV power, even if you're not using a single drop. So I added that up and I said, it sounds good during the summer, but what about the rest of the months? When you average it out, you're paying about what I'm paying for electricity, and guess what? I ain't got no solar. I actually have a bigger house. I actually have a pool when he doesn't. On top of that, I actually have two ancient as heck air conditioners. If I had efficient air conditioners, I'd be paying a heck of a lot less than he is. These are the things people don't look at. Oh yeah, you don't have to pay an electric bill, but what about your solar bill? What about your payments and your interest and all this stuff? What about the depreciation they never talk about? What about the fact that a solar panel is only good for 20 to 25 years in the best of circumstances? What about the fact that every year you actually end up being less and less efficient, just like an air conditioner? So think about this. Here's a good one. Some of these air conditioner companies, they send you a little card in the mail and they go, hey, why don't you get an air conditioning inspection? Well, I'm going to charge you $25. Well, I know one in particular, they came out one time, and I'll be honest, it was 12 years ago. Wow. They go, oh, you need to replace this air conditioner right now, sir. And then, it's two guys showed up, one to so-called inspect and one to sell me. This is how it is. And he goes, oh, you need to replace this air conditioner. It's not going to last long. It's like, well, I got a home warranty. Oh, trust me, they're never going to cover it. The second it goes bad, they're just going to deny the claim. I see it all day long. So, anywho, 12 years later, I still have the same air conditioning units, both of them. They may be inefficient, but to replace them with the efficient air conditioning systems they were talking about back then, that was back before the new SEER 14, there were SEER 13s. It's going to cost me $13,000. I did the math. Air conditioners made at that time last an average of 15 years. If I gave them $13,000, those air conditioners are going to be expiring in the next couple of years. And I would have paid all that money to save a couple of $100 a month during the summer. Summer's 4 months. I would have saved $800 whole a month. That's over the last 12 years, less than $10,000. I kept that money in my pocket. That's what I feel about solar right now. I am an advocate. I love solar. Wait a minute. You're sitting here and you're talking bad about solar. No, I love solar. I love the concept. I love everything about it. Here's what I don't like. It's the sales techniques. It's the fact that they are selling you a depreciating asset and not telling you the whole truth. They only tell you the portions that you need to know. And then they come up with some BS about it increasing the value of your home by 15%. Even if you own the solar, you are lucky to get $1 out of it. I'm being facetious. Most appraisers will give you between 5 and 10 according to what type of owned solar you have. And I mean owned, your butt paid $30,000 to $50,000 to put in solar, and you may get back 10. And that's on the $50,000 unit with battery backup, with more than enough power being generated by the sun to pay that electric bill. So many houses I've sold over the last year, I've had issues with. They don't tell you about the $10,000. What $10,000? What you talking about? Okay, so some solar companies, not all, will cover your roof. They will cover your roof. That's cool. I have a question. What about the ones who don't cover your roof? Or the ones who have a limited warranty on your roof, like, oh, I don't know, the ceiling's only good for 3 years, and then you're buying a 4-year-old unit, a house of 4-year-old solar, and you find out that there's a small leak. Oh, they're not going to fix that. But they will charge you up to $10,000 that you have to pay because you got those contracts to take the solar off so you can fix the roof that was caused by their solar. I've already run across this. And then put it back on because you have a contract. They don't tell you that part. I've run across that exact scenario twice in the last 6 months. Once from the possible sale side, somebody was thinking about selling their house, but they didn't have the $10,000 to take the solar off to fix the roof because the roof needed fixing. And from the buy side, then they don't tell you the fact that some of these buyers don't know that they took an incentive plan. Like they talk about the incentives from the government. When you sell your house, you got to pay those incentives back. What? They didn't tell you that part, did they? Remember, I love solar. I love it. But if they sold solar and sold it properly, I don't think those systems will cost you 10 grand. I'm an advocate of solar. As a matter of fact, if solar costs what it probably should, maybe like $10,000, and you can go pay $10,000 and not pay an electric bill or pay a reduced electric bill for the next 20 years, yeah, I'd do that tomorrow. And to be honest, though a lot of them are made in China, a bunch of crap, you can go to Amazon and buy, a couple of kilowatts of solar for $5,000-6,000. The issue is like tying it into your house because you got to get permission, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You got to put it up there. But trust me, there are places like if you drive up to Corn Creek, back when I was still on active duty, I drive in there for grins and giggles because I thought it was some kind of a weird place. I didn't know what was going on. Everybody up there is on solar. So yeah, it works. And guess what? They ain't got the kind of solar you've been seeing on these panels. They actually have these big solar panels that are on these like things that turn like this to face the sun. Yeah, trust me, they ain't pay that much for them. So that's my 2 cents on it. You can go with what you want. I'm just trying to get the great information out there for you. And if you've been watching this channel, you'll see that I'm always trying to put great information out there for you about what's going on in Las Vegas, what's going on in the housing market. And if you want to get more of this and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And of course, hit the like, comment, and all that stuff for the YouTube algorithm. And if you need any help, of course, call, text, email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we humanly can. And most importantly, watch a few more videos so you learn what's going on and get that straight dope. Hello? This is he.
I'm a realtor in Las Vegas. I recently sold home in the area over on the cover. That was 4-bedroom home. We sold it for $430,000. When someone sells home, usually 2 more sells right away. So I was wondering if you have plans on moving.
I'm not too sure on that, but what did you say the address was?
Okay. Are you at VegasRealtor Avenue?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, well, what you got? What are you going to say there?
You wanna say, I'm sorry?
Nope, go ahead. What you're...
Oh, okay. I just was wondering if you have plans on moving, and I would like to, to see if I can help you to sell your house on VegasRealtor Avenue.
Not really. From your calls today, anybody else interested in selling? Just want to see what the market's doing.
Well, I can tell you what's market going on right now. Market is declining right now, and that's actually happens because of many reasons that happened. So, and in July, the median price in Las Vegas has been dropping on 5%, and in August, I think that high up, because for the last year, for the last 12 months, our average price appreciation was 40% for 1 year. That was actually never happened before in the history of the real estate in the United States. So, and right now we call it correction. So it's a correction time because we have less buyers right now in the market. So it's correcting. So probably fall down on 20-30% until the end of this year.
You expecting it to fall 20 to 30%?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be the correction. So, and after that, I think the market will destabilize it and probably will return back to a pre-pandemic period of time when we had usually 5-8% appreciation for a year. And to all my clients who are thinking of selling, I recommend to sell it now rather than wait, because market is declining very quickly.
Okay.
Do you know for how much you can sell your house?
Oh, I don't know. The house on the corner sold for the same floor plan sold for $445 a couple of months ago, but the house across the street, they've lowered the price a few times. They're down to under $700,000 now.
Yeah, yes. What actually makes you thinking of selling? It's a very nice area out there.
Well, I didn't say I was selling. You're asking me.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're just thinking maybe you're selling, maybe not, right?
Who knows? You never can tell.
Okay. Okay. If you want, I will keep in touch with you and give you the market updates once in 3 months. You'd be interested in that?
No, I don't need it, my man.
Oh, okay. 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 Do you have currently the realtor if you decide to sell currently to work with him?
I don't really need anything right now, my man.
Oh, okay. I completely understand that. Okay. But if you were to move, where would you go next?
I have no plans on moving.
You don't have plans on moving. I see. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. And,
Okay.
I wish you a very nice day, okay?
Okay, where are you from? Sounds like you have an accent there.
Yes, I have an accent. I'm actually from Russia.
Oh,
From
Russia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye.